What's going on, YouTube? You guys are watching Boxing Talk with Shaka Waka. What's going on, everybody? Yo, I really want to answer the question. Does Danny Garcia have more power than Errol Spence? Is that a fact? But before I get into that, I want to say thank you to everybody who comes and likes and comments on my videos. Shout out to all my subscribers. Shout out to the whole LDBC, man. Y'all the realest. Now let's go ahead and speak on this, man. So, you know, the fight has been set with Danny Garcia and Errol Spence. And, of course, Angel Garcia and Danny Garcia, well, mostly Angel Garcia, but Danny Garcia has came out and said that before Errol Spence even had the accident, he was going to beat Errol up. It doesn't matter when they fought, he would beat Errol Spence up. And I don't think that's necessarily true. Danny Garcia, he's a decent fighter. He's one of those fighters that he's really good, but he's not the best. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have that gear to put him as the king of the division. That's why he gets beat by Keith Thurman and Shawn Porter. Because those guys, they have a different edge to them, a different gear, a different motor. And Danny Garcia just doesn't have that. What Danny Garcia does have, he has a chin, he has accuracy, and he has grit, a heart. He has heart when he's in that ring. He can be getting beat the fuck up and he'll still stand there in your face and go toe to toe with you. And that's what kind of fighter he is. But even though he has all those things, that does not make him the best. You know what I'm saying? Those are good quality things in a fighter, but that's not what makes him the best. The things that slows him down is mainly his feet and his I don't want to say inability, but his not wanting to be the one to get off first. You know what I'm saying? He wants to wait for you to punch and then he wants to counter you. But sometimes you need to get your hit off first. You know what I'm saying? Just to get that extra point. But he's the kind of guy that'll swing with you. And that kind of doesn't serve him in his favor when he's fighting people that are faster than him. Because he doesn't really have the speed. But I would say the best thing about Danny Garcia is his left hook. Now, his left hook is furious. He done knocked out Matisse with that punch. Amir Khan. But I can't really say shit about Amir Khan because it's Amir Khan. You know what I'm saying? Who ain't knocking that motherfucker the fuck out, okay? But nevertheless, he has some power in that left hook. And he swings it so wild. Like, and he puts a lot of momentum on that punch. It's very powerful. But so does Errol Spence. His left hook is ferocious. Now, a lot of people give the edge to Danny Garcia because they think he has more power in that left hook. But I would definitely have to disagree on this one. I gotta disagree because Errol Spence Jr. did something that we have never seen before against Shawn Porter. And that was put that man down and actually hurt him. You know, it wasn't like that flash knockdown from Adrian Broner. No, he seriously hurt Shawn Porter. And Shawn Porter has just as much of a chin as Danny Garcia. One of the best chins in boxing. Both of them. They're probably at a tie. But Errol Spence Jr. put that man down. He hurt him bad. He was out going down on his feet. But he came back quick. Shawn Porter came back quick. Because like I said, the chin on Shawn Porter is amazing. And I think that punch right there is what shows that Errol Spence has more power than Danny Garcia. Because Danny Garcia, in his fight with Shawn Porter, he was landing left hooks left and right on Shawn Porter. He kind of hurt him a little bit, maybe stumbled him a little bit, but never hurt him the way Errol Spence Jr. did. You see what I'm saying? Danny Garcia even hit Shawn Porter with a double left hook. Nothing. Shawn Porter walked right through it. when I seen that from Earl Spence, I was really like, yes, this man got some serious power. Now, Earl Spence is he's back with Blu-ray. So you know what that means. The strength and conditioning about to be on 10. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have Blu-ray in the Sean Porter fight. Or the Mikey Garcia fight. But you think he about to come in here and not have more power than Danny Garcia with that strength and condition and a Blu-ray? Nah. I believe wholeheartedly that Earl Spence has more power than Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia, we ain't gonna sit here in front like he ain't got no power. He got hella power in that left hook. That's why it amazed me that Earl Spence pushed Sean Porter down with that punch, and Danny Garcia wasn't able to do it. I would say Danny Garcia and Keith Thurman have about the same amount of power. But Earl Spence is on a different level. And that's just how I see it. Can't nobody say that Danny Garcia doesn't have power, but I think Earl Spence has the edge. And it's going to show in the fight. It's going to show in the fight. And I want to see how Danny Garcia's chin. I want to see how he does against that left hook. Because Danny Garcia is going to be there to get hit. Because Danny Garcia is not like a Sean Porter. Sean Porter was hopping all around and bobbing and weaving. That's not Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia is going to sit there and bang you with you. And he puts himself in that danger zone to get hit by that left hook. But we'll also see how Earl Spence takes that left hook too from Danny Garcia, because Sean Porter doesn't have the power of Danny Garcia. So this fight is really interesting. But the question, do I think that Danny Garcia has more power than Earl Spence? No, I don't. I think Earl Spence has more power than him. I think Earl Spence has a one-up on Danny Garcia when it comes to everything. Everything. Footwork, of course. Speed, of course. Power, yes. I do believe that. I do. And I think this is going to be a great fight. Because, of course, I'm thinking how Earl Spence was before he got into the car accident. We don't know how things are going to go. But I think Earl Spence is going to come out better. But we never know. So, that's my thoughts on the matter. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you guys for watching. Peace.